Hello everyone. I'm not going to be doing a Transformers review today, but to change it up a little bit, I'm going to be reviewing a little known fact is that I was a fan of Digimon when it first aired. Uh, I thought that it was very sci-fi-ish, that at least the first two seasons were. I like the monsters, and I really like the toys, the Digivolving, which actually transformed, which was a big appeal for me. I have a lot of the transforming Digivolving toys. I have a whole box of them, but I'm only going to be going over my favorites. And starting off, we're going to be looking at my favorite one I have is a Warp-Digivolving Omnimon set. Comes in two figures that will combine later on, but we're just going to look at each one first. This is Wargreymon, which is in America known as a Mega class Digimon, but in Japan I think they're called Ultimate, I think. Yeah, Ultimate levels, which is like the highest evolved state of a Digimon. I may or may not be doing something wrong here by exposing all this, but I really think that some of these toys are pretty cool. So if you don't like it, then I don't give a shit really. But I like some of them. This is an okay figure. This one by itself, it has no posability in the legs. Well, actually a little bit in the feet. This was the American release. The Japanese release has some different molding feet for the back here, and has a cape for the combined mode. But it has no real actions to it, just a little bit of posability arms, and some nice sculpting with the torso and head. No real pupils, just kind of a green dot, which he does have green eyes, but kind of makes him look demented. But that's just me. Has the I forget what they were called in the first season, but I think the Crest of Courage design on the wings here, which I'll explain. I'll show that in a little bit. But yeah, this is a okay design. It's really more towards the design of the combined one figure. But here's a Metal Garurumon, which is, as far as just to look at, is a lot better than this one in my opinion. It actually has a lot of posability. The legs and the feet and the arms, several points in the paws, and the tail has multiple points. Only thing that can't really do anything is the head, which I'm just kind of bending it at this point. And the wings, if you really want to, which I guess you could, but it's mainly supposed to be positioned somewhat like that. So to what is called a DNA Digivolving, which is evolving to combine, since the DNA part of it. Going to take apart this one first. Going to take off his wings. Oh, come on, bastard! And his headpiece fell off. Let me get that real quick. Yeah, this is just kind of attached to the back. And then you can pull the entire torso here. And one thing that I do have to say about what I don't like about these figures, they're not really all that thought out. Actually, I'm not even sure why he's supposed to do that. Is there something supposed to store in there? Because I really wasn't. I haven't played with these for a while, so I really don't know why that's supposed to do that. It wasn't. I never done that before. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. So yeah, that's all you really have to do to really get him in position. Just kind of cross his arms, and if you look at it from the front, you kind of want to have the spikes here on the side. Now for the bottom half. Now this one's a lot more complicated. Take off the head here. Rotate the tail around. Extend the feet and legs all the way out. Yeah. Then snap the leg portions in half. Rotate the front legs down, which will become the arms for the combined form. And then here's a little tricky part. This is one of the really good examples of how clumsy these figures can be. Have to take out the head here, which is awkwardly placed and doesn't really put together all that well, and then tuck this in at the same time to put this hole in the back. And then snap the top piece back in place there. Then you gotta gonna combine the parts, which is a little tricky because you have to have everything in the way. It'll combine in 2 points, in the back and in the front. You won't really hear, you'll hear a slight clicking noise, but it's not gonna be too loud. Tuck the wing portions here, and just, there's no real way of doing this. You just kinda gotta hide everything in the back, which is one of the biggest downfalls of this figure. Tuck these in, his paws, and then you take these heads, which are going to represent both of the Digimon, and which one's it supposed to go? This one, yeah. This one goes on his left hand, and this one goes on his right hand. So his head's for hands, which is a little weird, but it works, I think. Now, and then you snap this in place here, but then something I wish they would have included on the American version is that the Japanese one had a red cape that somehow would attach to the back piece here and kind of hide everything here, but for whatever reason this one doesn't have it. Yeah, these don't stay on all too well. Alright. If at all. There we go. You know what? Maybe they're not supposed to go. Or maybe it's supposed to go like that. Hold on, I'm going to look it up real quick. This head is supposed to go on this arm. And this head is supposed to go on this arm. And there he is. Omnimon, also known as Omegamon in Japan. Sculpting on this mode is actually pretty nice, but is lacking a lot of paint apps in the head, which would make it a lot nicer. Has a very powerful look to him. At the time of this character's creation in the series, this was the most powerful Digimon. So I think that's why I like it so much. But I'm not sure if that still holds true as far as his status among Digimon. And his weapons is a sword with a Digimon language on it, both sides, and a cannon, which open up his hand, stick it up in the nose, forms his sword. And this one's a little weird because he kind of introduce it to here, and then put the head on top over it, snug it up, and then close it. And that's about as good as it really stays. Now, these type of figures aren't for casual Transformer fans. You have to be really well into the series of Digimon to really enjoy these type of figures, because the transformations are mediocre at best, but the